Hey everybody, it's me, JTJ, coming at you with another review. Today's episode of King of the Hill I'm reviewing is Traffic Jam. The episode was directed by Clay Hall, and as per usual, supervised directed by Wesley Archer. The episode was written by the late, great Johnny Hardwick, and it was story edited by the late, great Johnny Hardwick. And as per usual, is created by Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. And the guest stars, I'm gonna do this in the proper order, was Chris Rock, which before he got slapped in the face by Will Smith, at the Oscars he got slapped in the face by Mike Judge by getting a lesser known voice actor to do the voice of him in later episodes. And weirdly enough, John Amos, who you may know from Coming to America and the TV show Good Times and his cameo in Uncut Gems. And Orlando Jones, who you probably definitely have to know from the movie Evolution. Is that how you pronounce the name of the movie? I like that movie. It's funny. It has Ethan Suplee make a cameo in it. Well, maybe not a cameo, but he's not in the whole film. Anyway, so this episode starts off with Hank. He gets into a car accident, which was Khan's fault. Sorry, having some throat issues. Which was Khan's fault to begin with. And Hank is being told he has to either do a traffic school or his insurance rates will go up. Also, I have a question. If any of you may know the answer to this question, I would love to hear it in the comments. What was that chick who is asking Hank questions? Why did she ask him if he ate an unusual amount of sausage? How is eating an unusual amount of sausage going to affect your driving? That bugs me because that makes no sense to me. Is it because maybe it's full of alcohol, maybe? Is it like beer brats or something? I don't know. Was she hinting at that Hank may have been smoking weed and he had the munchies? It beats the fuck out of me what she was getting at with that question, and I want to know why that question was even asked to begin with. Now, maybe there's a reason I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of 90s thing that I'm not familiar with. But if anyone knows, please comment your answer if you can. And for Kyle, do not say something dumb. Just saying. Anyway, so Hank goes to the traffic school thinking it's a real traffic school, which I get that. He should have did proper research in the brochures, but he went to it called defensive. It was actually phrased that he should have. I know he's not hip, but maybe go to a traffic school that says defensive fully instead of trying to be, clever. And he basically gets kind of annoyed in the traffic school at the teacher, played by the great Chris Rock, I might add, who doesn't reprise his role as Buddha Sack in later episodes. We just get some guy who sounds close enough to Chris Rock. It's kind of like that whole thing with what happened in Company Man. You don't see Burt Reynolds reprising his role as Fatherton. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's with a TH or an F. Forgive me. But anyway, then we get to a part where Bobby, I want to talk about this for a second. It's like, Bobby is stupid, but he's not this stupid. He should have known what Buddhasak meant by getting in touch with his roots. Like, what goes on around him, maybe he should have made jokes about that. He could have made jokes about how boring it is around him. Because I'm going to say, if I lived in that kind of neighborhood, I'd probably be bored out of my mind. Like, he could have been making fun of how his dad drinks in the alley with his fellas and they barely say words to each other for long periods of time. He could have made jokes about how Bill, come on. That guy writes practically is like a gold mine of humor, if you think about it. If there was a person like that in real life, that's where you want to get your jokes from. Maybe even Boomhauer. Even what's going on with Nancy, Dale, and John Redcorn. There's a joke in there somewhere. Not that Bobby knows, or does he know? Be honest, I think he knows, he just doesn't give a fuck. I mean, come on, it's none of his business. But anyway, we get to the end of the episode where Bobby's telling those really bad racist jokes. Which, quite frankly, Bill and Dale take Bobby there. Now, if the theory is that Bill is Bobby's dad, you think he maybe would have grabbed Bobby off stage. Just saying, I know why Dale didn't grab Bobby off stage. And I get why Bill probably didn't grab Bobby off stage, because Bill is not his dad. Even if he's only the biological father, I could somehow see him just grabbing Bobby off stage out of some kind of protective instinct. But no, I don't see Bill as his dad. I actually think that theory went in the wrong direction. And I might get into that in a later time. Maybe on my other channel, since I already did a SpongeBob theory. But anyway, the episode basically ends with Roger Sack working for Hank at Strickland Propane. Even though you only see him in, I think, 2 other episodes after this. I might be wrong, it might be 3. But I have a bad track record. I will mention if I'm wrong in the later reviews. But my rating for this episode, I'm going to give it a 9.1. I had fun with this one. And I'm probably going to be looking forward to the next one, considering it's the one where Hank gets accused of renting an adult film. But till next time, stay tight.